So have you ever been in a situation where that you were in need of a Wi-Fi network, but wherever you were at didn't have a Wi-Fi network, or if they had one, when you connect multiple devices to that network, the devices were unable to see one another? If you've been in that situation, you may have found it handy to have your own Wi-Fi network that you had control over. And so today what I'd like to talk to you about is a device by TP-Link called the TP-Link 150 megabit wireless nano router. This device, as you can see, is very small. It's compared to my finger. You can see how tiny it is. And the great thing is also USB powered. So this is powered directly from your laptop. So you plug this guy into your laptop after you've configured it, and there you have it, your own Wi-Fi network that you can connect to with multiple devices of your own or your friends' devices. Here's the box it comes in. The model number is TLWR702N. I bought mine at fries.com with shipping, all things included. It was about $23. So not a large expense to have your own Wi-Fi network. When you connect to this device and actually finish configuring it, the configuration page looks like this. So here's the main status. I have renamed mine to MediaNet, but this shows the status of the router. An interesting thing that you can do with this router is you can also set it into a working mode of bridge mode. And as you can see on the screen, there's several different modes it can operate in. Router mode is the most common if you're just creating a Wi-Fi network of your own and you don't care about connecting to anything else. But I've set it in bridge mode in this case because what I'm doing is not only am I creating my own local Wi-Fi network for my devices, but I'm bridging it over and connecting it into my home Wi-Fi network in this case. What that means is that I have my local Wi-Fi network from the router itself that allows me to connect my devices, but the router is then bridged over into my Wi-Fi network at home, giving internet access to all of the devices connected to the TP-Link router. And I'll show you how that works. So you set it to bridge mode. Then if you go down to the network, the wireless settings, you can see here's the network that was defined, MediaNet, for my devices to connect to. And then this is the network I'm connecting to, I'm bridging over to in order to gain internet access. And so when I survey, you can survey local networks if you're out at a coffee shop or wherever. You can survey all the other networks that are available, and from those networks you can choose one to connect to in order to bridge your router, and then you provide any password that's needed to connect to that network. Once you've done all of this, the great thing is you have a fully operational local Wi-Fi network. You'll see it's available in the list of Wi-Fi networks around me. And there it is, MediaNet. I'm connected to it at the moment. And to show you how the bridge part is working, if I try to go to an internet site, there you go. Just as quick, almost as quick as if I was just accessing it through my normal home Wi-Fi network. This can be useful in a lot of contexts. One example of how it's great is if you're trying to remotely control your laptop from your iPad, for example, and you need to do that via Wi-Fi. In my case, I use it to control using a software called DAW Remote HD, Digital Audio Workstation Remote HD, on the iPad to communicate over to Persona Studio One running on my Mac. There's a video link you can get below that will connect you to that video that tells you how to do that. That's a great way to do that. So if you're out somewhere and you need to mix some audio, you don't want to use your laptop, and you don't have your control mixer that you would use in the studio, you can then instead just use the app on the iPad to mix it, connect them via Wi-Fi, and go from there. Another application is that in our worship team at church, if we ever go outside of the church to a different location to sing, and we actually bring all of our equipment, we have iPads and laptops all connected to one another, and if we go to a location that doesn't have Wi-Fi that we can all use, then by taking this router with us, we just plug it into the laptop, as I've shown you here, create a Wi-Fi hotspot, and boom, we're able to connect all the devices together. So those are a couple of useful applications. You may have more. If you have interesting ways to use this, comment below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.